I'm Clara Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Hi Maria. Hi Tanya. Hi Judy. Hello Kelly. How is everyone today? I slept all day yesterday. I was just looking at what time it was and the full moon. It's 7 a.m. at the moment. It's at 4:30 this afternoon. Still got some time to go yet before the full moon. Been feeling the energies of it. Have you? I slept all day yesterday. I got up at 5:30 in the afternoon because I had to do readings and healings. Worked for a couple of hours and then went back to sleep again. Well, I didn't go back to sleep, in fact, because I've been sleeping all day. But it was good. I needed it. I needed the rest. And my personal cards today, I've got the same. I've got slow down and rest. So it's another restful day for me again. So it looks like I'm sleeping through this full moon. Hey, Sharon. Threshold. Ooh, we're on the verge of something. Number 40. So that's me and my full moon. I did go out the other night and it was nice. I was the only one that made it. And for my friend's birthday. Everyone else is busy, but we all acknowledged how crazy the energies are anyway. So. Hello, Eva and Alfred and Deb. How are you all today? And it's pouring with rain here today. Hey, Timothy. So I might not be going out at all today. I've got to go collect a parcel. I've got school today, but I don't go if it's really raining hard because that hill is big. Getting up there on my bike is hard at the best of times. Hi, April. Threshold is what we've got today. We're on the verge of something. Hope you liked the energy update today. It's quite the weirdest one. You're on the verge of a wonderful change. You're leaving one phase of life behind and entering into a new adventure of the soul. There's a sense of hesitancy about this card and the energy within you. Just not sure, hey? But it's right and good to bid farewell to what has been and to stand in between where you once were and where you're now going. Yeah, right, the energy update said, really. Got to leave the old life behind for the new life now. You have auspicious adventures that lie before you, and the moment of change is upon you. What once was is now receding, losing its vibrancy and its life force. And what lies before you is a new and vivid tomorrow that will feed and enrich the depths of your soul. Take a deep breath, give thanks, and appreciate all that's been before. What we call the good and what we deem to be the bad, for they all have the blessings. And ready yourself for a step into the wild and beautiful unknown. Hi, April. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Rhea. Hi, Chris. Cats are fighting again. They almost smashed one of my plant pots outside. Can't see it, it's behind the door thing. They're fighting. There's a mystery before you, and yet there need be no feet. For this next step into the unknown will cultivate a new life within you. So there's a new and rare flowering of your own soul's sense of delight and adventurous gift. This being appears to you as she's the one who keeps the edges of the experience separated. And now that you have met her in the realm of the kitsune, you know that whatever takes place, next will be a step into the realm of discovery for your deepest self. Enjoy, soul traveler, and be ready to embrace these wild, beautiful, tamed unknown. Wow, dog getting involved now. Threshold, we're on the threshold of something. So the energy update for today. Hi Donna. Oh no, the cats are crazy. She's like, sort it out. I don't even know where they are. They're not on mine. Throw some water at them. Join in. Yeah, it's that the dirty Siamese cat that wrecks everything around here because it's just so dirty. And chicken, I think. Or maybe it's another cat fighting. Yeah, so they're obviously up on my table, or one of them had jumped up on the table to try and get away from the other one, and they were fighting on the table last night. So when I got up this morning and opened the curtains, plant pot was sideways. It's a good thing. Like the other day, chicken was scratching on the leg of that table, and her claw got stuck on the tablecloth, and she started to pull it off, along with the glass ashtray. There's a glass bottle like this with a plant in it. There's the plant pot, and she was slowly tugging it all off the table. Luckily, I was here and I saw it, and I'm like, stop! And as I ran out there, she started panicking, pulling all the more. But I managed to get her. You chose the crystal. The full moon one. Wow, yeah. What do you think of that idea? Full moon picker cards. I hadn't thought of that before, but I like it. I like the idea of doing a picker card for readings like that. It's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if I could do like picker cards for like the month ahead too. I mean, why separate everyone out into 12 into the star signs? Why not separate everyone out into 3? Hey Sabrina. Hey Nikki. Is it earlier for you now, Nikki? I think it is. I got a new deck, look. It's called The Whispers of Love. This is the one that was returned before. I should get it this time. There's another one arrived as well, but I've got to go collect it. Let's get one of these out. Chose the flower. Yeah, I think having a flower each time now. I don't know. There was a message for me in all of those ones, I think. So, hey Andrew, loved it. Cool. Midnight. That's a little bit more civilized, isn't it? I was still up at midnight last night. I went to sleep about 2:30. But I literally stayed in bed all day. Slept on and off all day. It was great. Oh, so needed it. You have it. Whispers of Love too. Just getting to know it. I shuffled it a little bit yesterday. This morning I got some cards out. I got the Slow Down, which matches my rest. Pause and allow things to unfold. Pretty cards, aren't they? And I got this one. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Yeah, I'm just getting to know them. Hey, Tawanda. Been having several aha moments. Cool. Hey, Sabrina. Friend request Bree Williams. I've sent Bree. I keep on sending her invites to the thing, but she's obviously clicking no. She's obviously declining the invites because then I can invite her again. And so I tried to invite her again straight away after I invited her invite, and it said I couldn't because she's already invited. So she's definitely saying no to my invites. And that's from the page Be Healing. So just get her to click yes, because if she keeps on clicking no on it, declining the invite, there's nothing we can do. Or that is you, Sabrina. Keep on clicking no. Oh, you're staying up late. It's a long time off. It's in 7. If the eclipse is at the same time as the full moon. It's 4:30 in the afternoon here, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9.5 hours off yet the full moon. Okay, you've got a long time. To the moon and back, 51. Or maybe you've got a setting that doesn't let people. She's the one that looks like a red present. Chris. Andrew, you haven't received an invite. Andrea. Hang on. I can do you right now. Oh, who are you? Andrea Stewart. Yeah, if anyone else wants to join that group, just let us know. Andrea Stewart, there you are. There you go, you've just been invited. Donna, it's only 6:07, feels like midnight. Super busy day with Amazon. Great. I had such a busy weekend. Wow. It was amazing. Yeah, and I've got a few readings to do this morning as well. The full moon readings are still half price and the love readings too. Still get info on if you want. We've got to the moon and back. Oh, love you to the moon and back. What an interesting card. I mean, to get on a full moon. Tara EZELL. Are you a fan on the Be Healing page, Tara? Because otherwise I can't invite you. Tara E. No, you're not. You need to like the Be Healing page, otherwise I don't know who you are. Because I'm inviting fans of that page to the page. So if you go on Be Healing, that page, click like and then let me know and I'll invite you, Tara. Kelly, same. Kelly Marfil, let's try you. Mar. Yes, there you are. You've just been invited, Kelly. Oh, Tara. No. Tara Easel. Yeah, just like the page Be Healing. It's the easiest way to do it. Keep you all in there. So 51 to the moon and back. Oh, yeah, I thought that. Bree's got weird settings. Because if you're not receiving that, definitely send in them. Those invites. So you've probably got a setting that don't let people invite me to groups and stuff like that. Remember when Facebook wasn't an invite, you could just add people. People could just add you to a group. So you'd wake up in the morning, had been added to all of these groups. The notifications go as on, so you get a notification about everything. It's like someone hacks. It's like someone is allowed to hack your account, put you in something that you didn't ask to be in. Remember when it was like that? So yeah, I don't blame people for changing the settings because it used to be terrible. It's like someone else has got control over your account and adds you to something. And so you get all of these, Ooh, just popped up. Kelly, there you go. Trisha Kenny, let's do you. Okay, nope, you're not a fan of the page, Trisha. I can't add you if you're not a fan of Be Healing the page. Fan that first. Fan it first. Tanya, let's do you. No, Tanya, you're not a fan of the page either. Tanya. Yeah, you need to fan. You need to be a liker. It's easy if you just like Be Healing. I can find you straight away. Just like the page Be Healing. Yeah, and that's good anyway because you get to see the two. To the moon and back. Desires, wishes, longings. Look at this woman sitting on a swing shaped like a moon. She gazes longingly into the distance, as if she would like to be somewhere else. Although her skirt is made out of feathers, she stays seated and does not fly away. This card speaks about strong desires. Sometimes we crave what we don't have. Instead of taking action, we remain passive and let our dreams fall unknown. Let the powerful magic of the moon reveal any unpredictable desires. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because something is coming about that we've dreamed about. And that's what the full moon is about. I keep on saying new moon. That's what the full moon is about. Something coming about that we dreamed about. So could be a lot of deja vu going on. Subscribe. Subscribed. Arlene Athel, try and do you. So who have we got? Tanya. Trisha Kenny. Tanya. Still can't see you, Trisha. It might just be that it might not recognize you yet, you know. Who else was I doing? Arlene. Spell your name like that. Arlene Fraser, is it? I think so. Arlene Fraser. There you go, you're invited. There you go. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't show you. You don't show up instantly if you've liked a page kind of thing, so I'll try later. Or friend request Chris, like that. She'll sort you out. Let's get a goddess out. We're on the threshold of something that we really want, and it could even be a fresh desire. I don't mean fresh desire, I mean something that we've forgotten about, something that we dreamed about years ago, and it's coming, and we get reminded of it, and it's coming about. Ooh, Umoja, release. Of course, full moons are about release. I'm releasing my wakefulness, apparently. Umoja. We never had her before. She's the last one. Is she? Yes, she is. She's the last goddess. She's sat in a moon too. Everyone's sitting in the moon today. Not the threshold lady, but I'm sure she would if she could. Deb Nealon, let's try and invite you. Deb. Most of you are fans on me, on my page. I've got thousands. I just invited you, Deb. Oh. An opportunity is just showing up out of nowhere. Great opportunity, not sure what to do. Oh, awesome. Sounds exciting. Hey, Stephanie. Are you in the group, Stephanie? So there's a new group. It's called Be Healing. No, it's not. It's called Psychic Cafe. No Muggles Allowed. If you want to be part of it, just let me know. Apparently people aren't finding it by searching it on YouTube, on Facebook. My brain's asleep. Umoja, release. She's sat in a moon. She's from Yoruba, wherever that is. Yoruba sounds Australian, but it's not spelt like it would be Australian. Surrender your weary thoughts to Umoja, and she will carry them away for you. Weary thoughts. Connect with the loving spirit. She's washing over you right now, and feel nurtured when you release what isn't working for you. So we've got a sleepy kind of a full moon going on, releasing, feeling nurtured. It is a hideaway. I mean, that's what we got in the energy update. It's like it's a good time to hide away, not be around muggles especially. It's set to private. Yeah, that's so people can't see your posts, you know, because if it's on public, then your posts show up in everyone's feed, and people might want to share stuff that they don't want to share on their news feed, you know, want all your posts being shown to your friends and family and all your Facebook people. So it has to be set to private, but it should be findable. Or maybe it's not findable. Because I was trying to archive, I was trying to delete the group. It was an old group of mine, and I couldn't delete it, even though I was the only person in it. Oh, yeah. So I might have set it to no one ever be able to see it. The only member, private, only members can see who's in the group and what they post. Hidden, only members can find this group. That's why. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. It's like, ding, I remember. Now, where are the settings? About? Where do you find settings? Settings. It's hidden. I don't want it hidden. It's hide group. Visible. Ta-da! Now you're going to be able to find it. There you go. Now it's visible. So it's called Psychic Cafe. No muggles allowed. And now you can actually find it. Yay, we did it. There we go. Yay. Yeah, we don't want to make the chats public because we want to keep stuff private, don't we? It's a safe space, right? So we can share things from here and with each other so that we don't just have to wait for the show to chat with each other. And so, yeah, we want to be sharing things that we wouldn't share on our private, on our public pages, right? Yeah, I'm not going to make it public. Anyway, you can't. Facebook are changing that, and I keep on getting this message on there saying that I'm not going to be able to make it public in the future because it's a private group and I can't expose everyone like that. So people post in there their private stuff. You can't suddenly change the settings and say now it's public. You're not allowed to do that. So good on your Facebook for doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway. Surrender. So it's findable now. Oh, I'm so glad we got to the bottom of that. Thank you for your help, everybody. Wonder. No, you're not a fan of the page. What are you all doing not liking my business page? Thought you'd all be on there by now. So yeah, just search for it. Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed. Click on the join and we'll accept you. Okay. Yay. No wonder you couldn't all find it. I've got the sun on the bottom of the deck here. Right, let's get some tarot out. Tarot, E-Z-E-double-L. I wonder if it will show me, No. Tarot Walker. It'll take Facebook a while. Pauline's asked, and she's in. Okay, let's stop with that. Hey, Leslie. Several of your friends are cafe watchers. Yay. Let's get some tarot out. Oh, we've got the world on the bottom now. Sun, the world. And then the Six of Cups, which also came out in the energy update for the full moon as well. The Six of Cups is a soulmate card. Card of reminiscing as well. But it's the soulmate card. Hey, Trisha. Another Trisha. Double Trisha. Seen double. Soulmate twin flames. This is a card of past life love. So we've definitely got stuff going on with relationships at the moment. I mean, it's been all over my readings for such a long time. But especially today. Hey, Naomi. Whereabouts in Australia are you, Naomi? I'm trying to get YouTube Premium, but it won't let me because it tries to force me in Thailand. Then it says, but you're not registered in Thailand, you're registered in Australia. It's like, well, yeah, let me do it for Australia. I don't want to pay in Thai baht anyway because I get hammered with a overseas transaction each time. Currency conversion fee will not let me do YouTube Premium because of that. And I want to, because I don't want the adverts on it anymore. And it's just done this new thing where you don't have the choice now of whether it plays another video after it. I want to choose that I only want to watch one video because I often fall asleep to that video. Don't want to wake up hours later with its playing random videos. New South Wales, Naomi. I used to live in Byron Bay. 10 years I was there. Leslie's from Scotland. I used to live in Scotland too. lived everywhere. The link from the page. It's called Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed for the group. But the Emperors, gorgeous energy. Large and in charge, I just heard. That's interesting. It came up in a few people's full moon private reads as well. Got more of those to do. If anyone wants a private read, continuing this morning for the next few hours, my love readings and my full moon readings will still be. The full moon readings stay half price until the actual full moon happens in whatever it is, 7.5 hours. 7 hours probably now. But yeah, they're on behealing.com. But this large and in charge about leadership is interesting. Feminine leadership is coming out strong at the moment. Lots of Scottish in the house, in the cabaret. Large and in charge. And the reason it came up in some readings, I think it came up in some love readings for people as well, is there's 3 treasures. No, 2. Is in love readings. Yeah, it came up in some of the love readings, this leadership thing, because some people were doing when you have a skill, and that skill is part of your life path, like helping people, and then sometimes you mistakenly do that in relationships, end up in relationships, romantic relationships with people that should be customers, people that you want to help, that kind of thing. And it's kind of, oh, you got that a little bit wrong, a partner is a partner, an ally, not a customer. Yeah. I think we all do that at the start when we're healers, because we recognize it's a part of us, but then we try and do it in relationships. When we try and do it in relationships, it's not a good idea. Excuse me. But it's the same with this leadership thing too as well. And so maybe always taking the initiative. Maybe you're a leader, you're supposed to be an entrepreneur or something like me, but you also do it within relationships too. You're the one that takes control of everything, takes responsibility for everything. So it's like the gifts that you've got because of your life purpose get all mixed up in romantic relationships, and they don't belong in romantic relationships. It should be a partnership there. So there's something about large and in charge here and getting that right within romantic relationships. I guess that's why that message about codependency has come up over and over again, because that's another thing. Codependency can lead to codependency, right? The healer thing. You get in codependent relationships because we get together with someone that needs help, and we try and have a romantic relationship with them instead of helping them. We can't do both. If we're in a romantic relationship, we are not the person to help them. And so if that person needed help, then we've just messed that up. We have to get help from someone else. I'm working on release and trust. Trust. So pretty cool energies. Let's get one of these out. Aha moment. Yeah. And you know how I know all of these things? Because I've done them myself. Yes, because I've done them myself. It's like I've tripped up, I've fallen down those potholes, and I've realised it, and then I can tell you all about it, saying, Kat, watch your step. There's a pothole there. There's a log there on the path. There's a hermit. There's the moon again. Something about shiny, shiny. Just outside of Glasgow. That's where I was as well. I was just outside of Glasgow. Dalry. That's where I was. The hermit. Yeah, hide away. There's something about waiting it out. Full cut. There's something about waiting it out, waiting out these energies, just waiting for something to happen. It's like we've already picked our energy, and then we just got to wait for this shift to happen. There's a shift happening this full moon, shift in realities. Time to hide away. Hermit ourselves. And one of these. Chris, I liked your unicorn tarot deck. People are posting their cards in the group, by the way. I'm so young. One who looks so young. King of Cups and the Emperor. Interesting. The King of Cups, integrity and stability. Didn't we get this out in the last week? What was it? The King of Cups coming together with the... No, it was the Emperor coming... Was it the King of Cups with the Queen of Wands? I can't remember. Anyway, the King of Cups is integrity and stability. Could you, man? Could you get into that? What an interesting thing he's got here. He's got a halo around his head. And his throat chakra got something going on. I can actually see it easier on here. What is that? It's a person. It's a person that's chained up with wings. There's an eye above. But can you see there's chains between his hands there? So it's like he's been prevented from speaking his truth. Chained up. Or is it the moon? Is he holding up the moon? I can't quite see. It's a tiny, tiny thing. So it's chains first anyway. So integrity and stability. It's like it's been bound by, you know, that whole being in the world but not of it. It's kind of being bound, this masculine, by being in this world and of it, you know? Bound by the muggle. High priestess, that's right. Well, oh, but no, it was the King of Wands with the High Priestess. Hi, Ingrid. There's something about that there. Waiting for the masculine to become the divine masculine, and they're taking the time. Integrity and stability. They're not being in that because they're conforming to the muggle world. It's like the masculine is more bound to the muggle world than the feminine at the moment. Breaking free of that. And that to become the emperor. So no wonder in this waiting hermit energy, divine feminine. Become the emperor here. Wisdom and passion. We've still got the halo, but now it's double halo and it's very, very shiny. So it's become something more, right? The emperor is, of course, all four kings put together. So holding up the third eye. Anyway, I saw it as chains and being bound, his throat chakra being bound. Can't say it. He can't say what he wants to say. He wants to. He wants to say it, but he can't say it. So he's not in full integrity yet. It's not turned into wisdom and passion. He's holding himself back. So that's what the masculine is going through around this full moon. Queens are at the bottom there too. I don't know what that is in front of him. It's kind of looks like it's all smudged in front. So maybe the masculine's having his queen held back at the moment because there's queens at the bottom of that for him to actually make this switch. It's like me. It's like you can't go backwards, right? When you transition from the muggle world and start living a magical life. And then you think, oh, I think I'll just go backward and try and make some money somewhere else. No, you can't. It's like that. Once you know, there's no going back. There's no going back and trying to do it the other way. You got to keep on moving forward. And so maybe that's where the masculine has been having the queen stopped at the moment by COVID, probably. The universe will use anything to steer us in the right direction. Smoke and volcanoes. Tower moments. Let's get one of my new deck out. Whispers of Love. Sleepy. Might be another movie day once I've done my readings. Not a sunbathing day, that's for sure. And it's not a going to school day either by the looks of it. New cards that take some getting out. Getting your energy into them. You don't want to play along quite some time. Although they came out for me personally this morning. I do tend to have to shuffle new decks for a long time before they start joining in. I give up. They don't want to come out. Let's get one of these instead. Message in a bottle. Message from the universe is what I'm getting from this, or it could be a message from someone else as well. Message in a bottle. So yeah, something you've been waiting on, either from the universe or from someone else. What have you been waiting on? Me, been waiting on somebody to sort themselves out. Been rewatching all the Harry Potter films again. Wow. Amazing films, huh? Some of them are very dark. Love it. I don't know why, but I lost you. I'm working on it. YouTube. Trust. We've got to trust. It's all unfolding. We can't rush it. We can't rush it along. Whatever you're waiting for, it's coming. You're going to get some kind of a message, especially if you've been asking for a sign. Show me that what I'm waiting for is actually coming. Give me a sign. There's some confirmation. That's what I said from the universe. You're waiting. This is very long. Waiting for a lot of things, huh? Everything all at once. All muggles are bad. Trust. Trust issues. Let's get some animals out. So late. Tracy. So yeah, whoever's not in that group yet, in our group, join it on Facebook. Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed. It's called. You can actually find it now when you search for it. I had the settings all wrong. Another moon card. There you go, yeah. But they're not full moons, that's the thing. None of them are full moons. It makes me think that what we're waiting for isn't coming about soon. Maybe more toward the new moon later on. Fantastic Beasts, that's good too, yeah. I had no idea that they existed, those films. I caught one on the film channel here. I don't watch TV. I don't keep up with anything of what's happening in the world, even in entertainment and stuff. Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. You see, rest. You've got to rest and sit this one out. There's no pushing. Whatever we're waiting for, there's no pushing it. Let's get some more out. So rest, take time out and be at home. Wombat Spirit, stay at home. What else? Yeah, the moon's everywhere, right? Moons and halos. Just join the Facebook group, Tracy. Cool. There you go, you're in. And Karen, you're in. So much hidden occult stuff in films. Not even just those films either. So much. You're right. What else? Animals. Yeah, we're staying at home. Yeah, we're resting. What else are we doing today? Try not to be the leader in relationships all the time. I'm not saying like don't be a leader at all. Think on your feet. What I was getting from that is there could be offers. There could be offers coming in that you need to say no to. You could have to come up with smart excuses. White lies. Think on your feet. Cool. Think on your feet. Just remember that, because I'm not picking up it's any one particular thing. It's going to be different things for people, but you might have to not be sneaky, but come up with some good excuses that might not be true to love and nurture yourself through this full moon, which is still some time off yet. It's this afternoon for me. Feeling the need to say no to an offer today. I thought that the other day, but when it turned out, I thought, no, I'm going to go. And it was nice. I ended up eating with all the staff because no one else showed up. So we shared the food, the birthday party with all the staff there. So that was nice. It's so quiet now. The island is so quiet. Most of the ladyboys have left the island. Most of everybody has left the island, really. It's getting really sad. The economic situation is here is really, really getting dire now. It's getting worse and worse and worse. It's terrible. The village, yeah. Oh no, camera. Come on, camera. Oh, there's something wrong with Wi-Fi. Hang on. Catching up, catching up. Anyway, we've got the village card. So there's something about maybe it just came out because I was talking about my village, my island, my community. Getting hard here because of the lack of tourist money. Thanks, Timothy. Yeah, if you can all click like on this video, that'd be great. So the village. Maybe, Leslie, let's see. Yes, she asked to join it. That's right. Can't see you there, though. Maybe Chris is on there. Touching people. The village. Something about community going on. I wouldn't be out there in it at the moment, but there might be. A castle, building something for yourself. See how this castle has got feminine things in it, pearls and roses and stuff like that, and it's bling on an eyelid, that is. It's like false lashes with a line of diamonds. It's a very feminine castle, this. Building something for yourself. That leadership, again, it's the Empress energy. Yeah, you see, I was getting that this is a shift that's happening. We all wonder how this whole patriarchal, messed up thing that we've got going on is going to actually change. And that's what I was getting, is that the masculine is going to awaken and project the feminine up there, kind of back her up, put her up there. And the feminine leadership is going to come through, but it's going to be a joint thing. It's going to be the masculine and the feminine leading, as in couples, as in twin flame couples, leading things. But the feminine has got to build herself up for herself. So that there's a reason that that castle isn't all masculine things. It's feminine things. It's like you've got to give to yourself, build yourself up in the feminine. Know that you deserve it. I was frozen. I'm back again. There's quite a delay on these. The gem. So the gem card is about everything that we've been through. We take those knocks through life, the challenges, and we start off as this unblemished round thing. And we take a knock, and it's like, oh no, it's broken me. And then another one, and another one, and another one. And little do we know that we're becoming this beautiful, multifaceted gem that makes us really beautiful. We think that we're being damaged, but what's actually happening is it's making us cut. I like it. I'm going to keep going. I like this story. The Pilgrim. The Pilgrim, it's about a spiritual journey. We've always been on it. We might thought we were going wrong before because of that gem card, because of the knocks. It might appear, oh, you must be doing it wrong, because the law of attraction teachers say that you're doing it wrong if you're not getting good things all the time. But no, I mean, we had a path, we have a spiritual path to walk, and it's those that have chosen the biggest challenges that get the biggest rewards, the ones that really do something in the world. So you haven't gone wrong at all. It's not karma, it's not like you're being punished for past lifetimes. No, you actually chose difficult circumstances so you could learn so much. Like I say, I can only tell you about all of this stuff because I've done it all. I've tripped up there and I've fallen down that hole and I've done this and I've done that. Why? Because I've got bad karma? No. Because I chose it for a reason. So we're all on the spiritual path. And it's not true that we're all like clean slates and we didn't need to go through that. We needed to become the gems, you know. We did. Going slow today. We're not standalone, and we're not. There's more to it. There's more to it than the law of attraction. We're not just standalone beings, and whatever we think about comes about. Yes, there's an aspect of that, but it's about us getting in alignment with that spiritual path that we're on. Our higher selves have got a bigger role to play. I mean, there's fate involved. There's something that we set out to do. We haven't got, well, yes, we've got free will to say yes and no to it, but something else is never going to be in alignment with us. Yeah, because our higher self knows what we wanted in the first place. We can't just make it up. The judge. That's what we can do, though. We can say yes and we can say no. We can invite things in. But as I said, if we're going against our alignment, if we're going against our higher selves, it's not going to let us win. It's going to keep on pulling us back. So that's the free will that we've got, saying yes or no. But it's gonna. Here's a chicken. Hey, have you been fighting? Been fighting, girl? She's so cute when she does that. She rises up to meet my stroke. Let's do readings for everybody. Who wants a reading? Me, I've got freedom and going well. Yay. I feel like I'm on the threshold. I feel it, especially with the business. It's getting much busier now. Much busier, to the point of me not having time to do it all anymore. Like, I'm doing the most important things. There's some things that I've got to give now. Like a lot of emails, I can't deal with them all. I'm getting way too many. Social media. I'm on top of the readings, but something is going to have to change soon. I'm going to have to employ somebody to do all the admin stuff. Roya. So I'm on the threshold of it getting big. I feel it. Go for it and be supportive. Roya? Interesting. So maybe you've been battling with this leadership thing that I was talking about, bringing it into relationships, taking it into the wrong place instead of your work, you know? Healers do that stuff. So you might have been trying to do your work with your friends, with your family, with your lovers, instead of doing it with customers. It can be supportive, but you're always going to get hard lessons when you try and do it with the wrong people. Because you deserve something for yourself. Relationships in your personal life are for you to receive from too. So you're unraveling that whole thing that I was talking about before. Tanya. Your work is changing, Tanya. Service up until now. So the work that you were doing before, how you were of service before, is changing. Could be along similar lines. Separating things out. Tara. Nice. Knowing and celebrate. We did have that card out in the Three of Cups card, that celebration card out in the energy update. So there's, I don't know, it's like you know something really good is coming and celebrating it before it does, because you just know it's coming, but you're waiting for it to actually fall into place. You know, that energy, it works really well with the law of attraction. But you just know it's going to happen, so we can celebrate now because we know it's going to happen. It's that energy. What do you know is going to happen, Tara? Tracy Shilley. Guidance and communicate. Interesting. So it's like you've been given guidance, you know something's going to happen, or you've had guidance about it, but you're not saying it yet. You're not telling the person involved, or you're not telling other people about it. I wonder why it'd be cool to tell other people about it, but maybe it involves someone else. Communicate it. You might have had an important message for someone else, some guidance to give them, and you're not communicating it. Do that, Tracy. Kawana. Yes, you can. You got forgive yourself and surrender. Forgive yourself and let it go. You've been really hard on yourself, Kawana. Just let it go. Like, are you trying to be a perfectionist or something? Are you expecting that you should have been perfect before? I don't know. Just getting you really hard on yourself here, and you just need to let it go and forgive yourself. No one else has been that hard on you as you are yourself. It's always the way, right? Deb, work's changing for a lot of people. The physical action you've been taking up until now is changing. Maybe it's aligned action. You're moving into more intuitive action. Only doing things when you're intuited to do it, inspired to do it, rather than being on that treadmill. This is like living your magical life all the time instead of keeping one foot in that muggle world and keeping on doing what you should be doing. You can take that leap of faith, Dad. Just do the magical stuff. Eva. Transformation and peace, Eva. Be at peace with the transformation so far. You are transforming greatly. Be at peace with that. With the direction that you're heading is what I'm hearing. Be at peace with the direction you're heading in, the transformation you've already had. Let's remember Katie. Katie on the boat at the moment. She said she's going to watch the replays. So Katie, this one's for you. Knowing and have a good time. That's nice. So there is something you know is going to happen. You're waiting for it, but have a good time. So lighten up on yourself and have a good time. Katie. Stephanie. I want more coffee. I want some fried rice. Egg fried rice for breakfast for me. Stephanie, guidance and travel. Interesting. Another location. It could be work that involves travel too. It doesn't have to be like a change in a location or traveling like on holiday or anything like that. It can just be a change in a place. It could be working elsewhere, something like that. But you've had guidance about it, another location, something happening in another location. Or someone traveling to you. Could be. You've had guidance about that. Anyway, I'm just getting like believe in that. That's all I'm getting from it. Just believe in it, that guidance. You might be like, no, that can't be right. I mean, how many people would be getting guidance about travel at the moment and they'd be telling themselves, no, that can't be right. It's impossible now, COVID and all of that. Believe it. Sharon Fox. You got 3 cards, but 2 of them are wake up, so I'll put 1 wake up away. But you got wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You're limitless, Sharon. So stop believing in all the limitations. We don't really have any limitations. We can do anything and be anything in the world. We really can rise up in our energy. There's nothing stopping you from doing what I'm doing. If you're in alignment with it, you just have to do the work. You just have to put yourself out there more. Same with anyone, We can do anything. There's literally we can do anything because what was it that guy was saying? I went to see this guy public speaking, and he said, you can become an expert in anything, absolutely anything, if you just put a certain amount of hours into it, of practicing it, of learning it, and of practicing it. And there's an actual formula for that. Like there's an actual amount of hours that you put into something, and then you'll be an expert on it. Anyone can be an expert on anything if you put that certain amount of hours in. And I've certainly seen that too. Like I'm amazing at Muay Thai. And it's because I do it twice a day. And anyone can do it. Like really, anyone could do it if they just did that. If they did it twice a day, be an expert in anything. So you are limitless. You just need to channel your energy into something. Wake up, fall down. Fingers are loose today. So Sharon, you can do anything. Don't believe in your limitations. It's not true. Yes, it's going to require effort though. You can't get anything for nothing. Can't stand that about the law of attraction teachings. Making people think that you can just sit and do nothing and wish. Chris, you got refocus and brilliant. Refocus on what would be brilliant for you. Don't just try and get anything. You know, when things aren't happening, when we're waiting for stuff, we can believe that. We can think, oh, I'm not even good enough for what I'm asking for, so I've got to aim lower. And the universe is like, no, aim higher. So refocus on what would be brilliant for you. Don't believe the lack of manifestations that are happening. Don't believe that it means that you can't even have that, and so lower your sights. Don't believe that. Go for what's brilliant. Focus on what's brilliant. Arlene, you've got... I need to make coffee. Arlene, I'll do you, and then Donna after. I'm just going to make a coffee first because my energy's dropping. Compassion and follow my knowing, Arlene. Interesting. So your compassion, yeah, it's like not necessarily the dark side of empathy. You know, like the dark side of empathy, helping people all the time, always focused on how everyone else is feeling, and been totally missing your own guidance, how you're feeling, doing things for yourself. It's connected with your intuition. You get intuition for yourself, but then it's like you're projecting it on someone else. Compassion isn't true compassion unless you're involved in that. It's like love isn't true love unless you're loving yourself too. We've got to be balanced with that. And we can't follow our knowing if we're ignoring ourselves and how we feel, because our guidance system is really important. I mean, it's our guidance system is connected to how we feel. So if we're just looking at how other people feel all the time and completely disregarding ourselves, we're totally missing our own guidance. So have compassion for yourself. I'm just going to plug this MacBook in as well and make coffee. Chicken. Uh-oh. While the kettle is boiling, we've done it. Chicken wants some cream as well. Donna, self-love connection. Gotta love yourself first. Just what I was saying about that balance. Love's not real love unless we're loving ourselves just as much. So sometimes love's taken away from us so that we can just focus on ourselves and loving ourselves. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're not doing that. I was kind of getting that message for myself personally too. Is working too much, too hard, and all of that. Filling my life up to try and ignore all the things that are going on, like feelings. So, self-love is the order of the day. Okay, I'm going to make the coffee and then I'm going to do Nikki. You want some Korean chicken? Oh, you're still going to be able to hear me in the kitchen because I'm plugged in my ear. I'll be back very shortly. Here you go, honey. Ouch. Okay, I'm back. Nikki, why am I not charging? I've plugged it in. Now it's charging. All right, Nikki. Nikki, you've got go for it and joy. Wow. What's going to bring you joy? Go for that. This is raising your window of emotion, what's allowed thing as well. So raising that, allowing much more joy into your life. Sometimes we've got to rest when we do that. Good things manifest, and we've got to get over that. But yeah, go for it. More and more joy, more and more joy. Melissa, Conrad. It's going to be a long Psychic Cafe today. You got sabotage and be vulnerable. Oh, you're tripping yourself up. You're sabotaging yourself. You're making yourself feel vulnerable. It's almost like vulnerability is your happy place. Not your happy place, but your comfortable place. Your comfort zone is uncomfortable, but it's your comfort zone. So sabotage. You sabotage yourself so you'll be vulnerable, because that's what you're used to. And it's interesting. So it's like you're trying not to be the empress. Like why would someone do this? Because they're scared of being the empress. They're scared of the one being taking the lead and being responsible and having everything for themselves, building that castle for themselves. They're scared of doing that. So you sabotage yourself so that you're still vulnerable. It could be because you don't think you can have a relationship unless you're like that, you know. You might have been told by someone, no one will want you if you're too powerful, if you're too rich, if you're too successful, you're going to intimidate them. You'll never get a relationship unless you're vulnerable, unless you sabotage yourself. That's not true. Or you're not going to get certain relationships for sure if you're like that, but they're not the ones that you'd want anyway. Kelly. Kelly, you've got growth and fear of lack. Oh, it's like you're inhibiting your growth, Kelly. Your fear of lack, of course it will be. We get what we're expecting, and fear of lack shows that we're not expecting that much. And fear of lack is at all at different levels. I mean, it doesn't mean that extreme fear of lack, someone will have nothing, be completely destitute. But we do it at every level. New level, new devil, But your growth is this is saying it's being hindered by this fear of lack. So you've got a fear about growth, about even more than you've had before. People can do that, like with money. They'll allow themselves to earn a certain amount, but then it gets scary. Then it might be unknown, and it's like, what? How much tax would I have to pay if I do even better than this? And is that safe? And maybe I should hold myself back. It could be something like that. But yeah. Question that, Kelly. Judy. Judy. Interesting. So you're trying to move away from something, maybe a job or a relationship, trying to get out of something that's not completely suited to you. You're saying get support in that. People can help you. Let people give you a leg up in that. Just help you out. I wonder if you're not allowing support for certain things. If you're feeling guilty about something or thinking that you shouldn't. Let yourself be supported by people. April. Interesting. So April, you've got blame and be supportive. You know how I was talking about sometimes when we're healers and helpers and stuff like that, we can take it into the wrong situations. We can start doing it with our friends and our family and our loved ones, our romantic relationships. And then when it backfires, because it will, Because there's just no place for that in personal relationships. Personal relationships aren't about that. Then we can blame them, for not respecting what we've done for them, the help that we've given to them, or for it backfiring, because it always will backfire when we do it in the wrong situation, even in work. When I first started out, I used to have this codependent kind of helper thing going on, and I would actively try and find people and give them readings and stuff like that, and it's very judgmental when you do that. It's saying, finding someone and going, you've got something wrong with you, let me help you. Not a good energy to be at. Much better to let people come to you and ask for that help. And then it's not being judgmental, and you're helping the right people. But yeah, that so you've been supportive to the wrong kind of people, and then it's backfired. So get out of that blame game now. Don't blame yourself and don't blame them. Just recognize the pattern, take responsibility for it, and stop doing it. It's never going to work. They're never going to appreciate judgment. And that's what it feels like when someone tries to help you when you haven't asked for help. It's judgment. Timothy. Judgment separates them one step at a time. What I'm getting from this is like a detaching from things that you don't like, and that whole balance between fighting something that you don't like and walking away from it, that detachment, it's like a discernment, not a judgment. It's a walking away rather than a pushing something away. There's that balance that's happening. And that's just going to take time to get to that point, to take it from judgment to an actual release of it. That's what I'm getting. So there's something that's in your life that you're not enjoying, but right now you're kind of resisting it or pushing it. You're welcome, Raya. Wanda, great things are on the rise. Cool. I this house for me to buy, or E as it to show me the possibility. Possibly. Did you type that fast, Tawanda? Something about a house. Okay, something about a house for Tawanda. Oh, yeah, you're confusion about it. You're confusing language. Is this thought useful and right? Um, get clear, get some clarity on it, Tawanda, of what you want is what I'm getting from this. So I feel like you're like push pull. You're not being clear with the universe. The universe isn't sure what you want, and that comes through in your writing right there. You're not sure about what you want. Get sure about what you want. You can choose anything really. Wow. Chicken wants to go out. Wait, I just need to find. You have a guess about what will happen, Tara. Leslie's next. Let me just let Chicken out. Leslie. Okay, so there's an issue sticking around in your life, Leslie, longer than it usually would, because this isn't just about you healing it and letting it go. It's about you actually really understanding it. So it could be that an issue is coming up for you over and over again, so that you deeply, deeply understand it. It's like my journey, to teach things. I've got to have gone over things over and over again. Was that the law of attraction? Well, kind of, but kind of not too. Sometimes it's that you want to get deeply involved in something at a soul level because you're here to teach something about it. So whatever your healing is going on at the moment, it's actually gnarlier for you than it is for others. Other people might be saying, just let it go, or just heal it, or haven't you healed that already? They just don't understand your journey is a different one. You're going for a deeper understanding. It's like anything. I imagine Einstein's friends would have said to him, don't you just want to give that physics stuff a rest? You're doing it too much. Like, do you really need to know that much? You know? That's the kind of thing. But yours is about healing. People can't see what we're passionate about. I'm always being told I'm working too much and stuff like that by friends, and I'm not. I'm motivated. Like, it's in alignment. It's really good. I feel it when I need to take a rest, and I do. Feeling it right now. You're welcome, Tracy. Alfred. Alfred, you've got go for it in respect. Interesting. Respecting yourself, respecting other people, and going for it. When there's a lot of respect around, that's like the door's wide open, inviting you in. There's an element of you being a bit worried that there's going to be a lack of respect there, especially if you've experienced that in the past. That was in the energy update for this full moon as well. It was called unrequited love in that, but what it was actually was about was when we've had negative experiences and we're like, is this really a positive thing now, or is it just more of that negative and I'm fooling myself, or I'm being hoodwinked, or they're pretending, or there's something that I'm not seeing here? And yours is all about respect, Alfred. So I feel like you're heading into really respectful situations, but you're unsure about it, of whether it's true. You're welcome, Tanya and Deb. Naomi, you next. At one point it went up to 30 watching. Cool. It's getting busier in here, isn't it? Nice. Naomi. Right. So strength and courage and love. So you're the strong one, the one that holds it all together, the one that's good in a crisis, the one that steps in for your loved ones, the one that people can rely on. Be careful of that role, especially in romantic relationships, love relationships. You don't need to do that for everyone. Maybe that is one of your roles in your life path. You don't need to do it in personal relationships too. Not all the time anyway. Not sometimes we take these roles because we're good at something, but it doesn't satisfy us in relationships, because relationships should be partnerships. Whether it's family relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, they should be partnerships. They should be equal. And if you're always the strong one, it's not equal. So you're trying to find a balance at the moment, Naomi, with your strength. You should pour your strength into something else. When you've got an outlet for that strength, say in your work, you won't feel so much need to do it in personal relationships. You'll use it when it's required. You know, if someone is generally having a crisis. But sometimes we can pretend that people are having a crisis and just take over for them, you know. A little thing happens in their life and then we just take over for them. Like, I'll sort that out for you. As if they're completely ineffectual in their own life and can't do anything for themselves. Save your strength for when there is a true crisis and pour that strength into something else. You're welcome, Eva. Buying a new house, Stephanie. Cool. 31 watching. That's exciting. Habib, how are you? Habib, innocent and talk to someone. There's a bit of patching up needs to be done here in a relationship. I can't tell whether it's a romantic relationship, family relationship, something like that, or friendship. Yeah, everyone's innocent, just not seeing each other's points of view. So there's a conversation that needs to be had here to find out how someone else thinks and to give your point of view too, to be heard and to listen to. Andrea. Andrea, you kind of been thrown alone, thrown into things not working so that you can address a fear of lack. Your higher self doesn't want you to move forward while this fear of lack is in place. It's like say you wanted to start a business and you want to push forward in that, but your higher self constantly throws barriers and brick walls in your face so that you can't do it because you've got a fear of lack in place, and it doesn't want you to start something while you've got a fear of lack in place, because it's just going to, I don't know, it's like planting seeds when you haven't tilled the soil, you know, and you've not got that and you've not got the environment ready for it yet, for it to be successful. Higher self doesn't want you to do it. So, yeah, that time alone, things stalling, is for you to sort your fear of lack out. Trisha. Right. So you had an idea in the past, Trisha, and it could be about something that you've been working on. And it's over. It's been completed. You've done it. There's some new fresh idea that wants to come to you now, but you've got to let go of that tight hold that you've got on this. You've got this image of, when you're playing with a chewy toy with a dog and it's just holding on to it so tight. That. You're holding on to something still. Like you don't think there's going to be another idea or something better for you. There's another idea that wants to come to you, but you've got to let go of that last one. Maybe you're still trying to find success through an old idea, but you've already moved on. Your spirit's already moved on from it anyway. Sharon, wow, spot on. Been having doubts about my artistic ability lately. Oh. You got yours, Tawanda. Get clear on what you want. You like that? I'm making coffee. Making dinner. Self-love is key. It is. Jennifer Glover. I didn't skip you, Judy. I don't skip anyone. It's just that your the comments appear differently to everyone because when yours is on your own device, right? I'm pretty sure I did you on your own. Let me just check. So it really slows things down when people ask twice. Yeah, I did you. It's just that, yeah, because when you comment, it's on your device, it pops up straight away. It doesn't pop up straight away on the actual YouTube feed. Anyway, Jennifer, listen and soften and open. Listen to your heart and open your heart. There's something that your heart wants and you kind of fearfully shut down from it. You don't want to let it in. But listen to your heart and open up and let it in. Oh, is it somebody? You're welcome, Nikki. I did you, Judy. I did you. Leslie Roxburgh. Did I do you already as well? Oh, it's yeah. I know you noobs and you don't realize this, but when I have to spend time going back through to check whether I did someone or not when you ask twice like that. So please don't do it. Just trust that it's working and I don't miss people out. I think I did you that. Yes, I did. Yeah, you only need to ask once. You're welcome, April. Maria. You're usually first. Hi, Karen. Maria, you're appreciated. Oh, lovers. You're appreciated. Lovers. I've got this feeling that you don't realize just how much you're appreciated and loved and worthy of love. And maybe you're comparing yourself with others and seeing how others are lovable, but you're not seeing it in yourself. So you are appreciated, you're lovable, you're loved. You're welcome, Timothy. You're welcome, Melissa and Tawanda. Chores for the weekend. Not the weekend anymore here. You're doing key gone. You're welcome, Alfred and Andrea and Trisha and Sharon and Jennifer and Habib. Karen, yes, you can have one. You're welcome, Naomi. Karen. But gentle okayness and judgment separate. Sometimes we're judgmental, we are, but it's a good thing because it's discernment. The difference between discernment is like judgment but with a purpose because you're meant to be choosing something different. It's like negative emotions, there's nothing wrong with them. They're supposed to spur us to make new decisions. So if you've been judging yourself about being judgmental, don't. Be okay about it instead and know that there's some guidance from it. Some of our most important guidance is from negative things. It means make a change. Something needs to change here. Go to sleep, Maria. I almost did too. So there we go. I did, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. I hope you survived the full moon and it's not too gnarly for you. We should just all sleep through it, hey? I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to go back to bed. Oh, and I've got readings to do. If anyone wants a reading, the private readings, the love readings, the full moon readings, and no, that's it. Love readings, full moon readings, they're half price still right now on behealing.com, so get yourself one of those. And have a great full moon. See you all tomorrow. Bye. Let's put these away first. The moon looks amazing, does it? I didn't see it last night. I didn't get up at all yesterday. I didn't go out the house. I was kind of awake for a few hours to get all my readings and healings done. I stayed in bed for it. Enjoy the full moon. See you all tomorrow. Bye.